same area. I remember that sign was in one of the views to see what's been happening here as far as the land clearing process is going. All right, the only thing left out here, that was all pretty well solid vegetation. That was a bunch of posts, big heavy post telephone poles there. There was a big pin there, and all that vegetation went all the way out here and all the way around. It's much more clear now. I'm going to pull those trees up. There's a palm tree on the, I've already knocked over, I have to get rid of it. There's a couple little small volunteer trees over there I have to go. And the goal is to get as close to the little pond over there as possible. It's really not that big, it's just it was all this stuff that had grown around it made it look like it was a huge pond, but it really wasn't. Our cranes are out. But this has all been freshly bush hogged and mowed. I bush hogged it first, and I used my buddy Eric's lawn tractor to finish cut it, make it look really nice. Like I said, I gotta get the chainsaw and cut those trees I just pulled out from around the edge of the pond there. I don't want to put the bush hog through too much of that stress. Pull that little tree up there. And the other thing I want to work on next is start cleaning up some of these dog fennels here that are going on the edge of this fence. I'm going to get all those cut down. And the goal here is just keep expanding the open part of the property. And eventually I'll work back to that part and start working on some of the overgrown trails that are back in there. Some nice walking trails back in there, but they're largely overgrown. But yeah, this was the area you saw me in some of those early videos. I was literally cutting right in here. This was a big overgrown area. That was a big grown over area. And that was the, like I said, that was a big hog pen. That was an even bigger diameter-wise pen, all completely cleared out now. So that's what's going on. Let's go what else we got going on through here. This pen, I don't know what I'm going to be used this for. I don't know what was in here before. Maybe horses. I don't know. I've got to work over in that pasture over there on the other side of that fence. That's all my property too. I got to finish cut that, get that nice and cleaned up a little bit. There's an old, I guess that was a burn pile that never got burned. That's got to be done. And this is a big pasture which I've bush hogged and finish cut. It was all overgrown. You can see all these vines that have taken over everything. I'm not really sure how to get rid of them, but I'd like to. But anyway, that's where we are. I just want to show you some of the work that's been accomplished out here with the bush hog and the mower. Thanks for watching. Bye.